A village is a clustered human settlement or a community that is larger than a hamlet, but definitely smaller than a town. With a population ranging from a few hundreds to a few thousands, it is also often located in the rural areas.
Yeah, most so, villages are permanent with fixed dwellings. They are fairly close to one another, not broadly scattered over the landscape. Here in Africa, and in Nigeria precisely, everyone comes from a village. And this is the outlook on our Nigeria today. My name is Nasiru Umar.
And of course, I am Ijeoma Okoronko. This should be interesting. It's common knowledge that Abuja is the capital city of Nigeria. And of course, with that came modernization. But Abuja, which is now home for all Nigerians, was once and is still a village to some people.
Now, let's enjoy this feature from Tobe as she takes us to Karo and explores the culture of the people as well as the impact of the capital city on the area.
The city of power was relocated from Lagos to the center of Nigeria in the 70s, after which the Nigerian government began relocating its activities and all the foreign organizations were not left out. The result was a rapid increase in Abuja's population, which more than doubled within a short time. Not only was the Federal Capital Territory affected, but all other villages around it. Karo village was also affected, as the village experienced rapid growth due to its close proximity to the new capital. Karo village is one of the fastest growing areas in Abuja's Federal Capital Territory, with a growth rate of about 40% recorded annually. In 2003, the then Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, in a quest to restructure Abuja back to its original master plan, embarked on a campaign of demolition of shanty and illegal buildings and restructuring of Abuja city and its environs. This brought about a massive shift of the population from Abuja city center to its neighboring satellite towns. Because of its closeness to Abuja city and affordability, many relocated to Karo village, and this resulted in an explosion in population, transforming the village into an urban area.
The place was not like before again. As you can see, it's not my village. This is an urban city now. I'm a folk vendor. We start from career 19 years ago.
I'm an auto technician. This is a workshop in opposite Nepal, Karo side. Actually, Karo is just look like somewhere, well, it's a bit, because we made some of these houses, it's not renovated like this.
The Baggies have an age-long culture. They are great farmers and hunters. The coming of the Federal Capital Territory notwithstanding, they have maintained their rich culture, which defines their way of life. These people of Karo are known to be noble, hospitable and straightforward. Baggies in Karo are appreciated to God for gift of health and strength. They do celebrate an annual Thanksgiving festival, referred to as Zigwaji. At the festival, the Baggies display their hunting skills and the respect they have for the head. Therefore, the reason why their women carry loot on the shoulder and not on the head, among other cultural activities.
We no fit carry load with for head. Now our culture be this. If you carry load for shoulder, if you tire here, you go put am for this side. Because if you put am for head, your head go, you go heavy you, and we go pain you.
With the coming of Abuja, people from other parts of the country who could not afford the cost of living in Abuja city center settled in Karu village, which is now regarded as an urban area that grew as a result of Abuja's influence.
My business, I think it's better for me here in Karu. It's more economical for me here in Karu than in town. Town is quite expensive. Karu has changed. New buildings, new roads, more people, more businesses, more plazas, more everything, more schools, more private schools. So many people are here now.
Following the population upsurge, Karu began attracting businesses such as banks, hospitals, schools, privately owned buildings, making it more popular than ever and further accelerating its population growth.
Town is expensive than Karu here, and here I see plenty customer and new faces in Karu here. That's why I did Karu up to now.
I've been in Karu since 2001. Not that I cannot go to Metama or wherever, but at least I'm okay here. I'm okay. From example, God has blessed me. I'm the owner of this property.
A normal village setup. There was not much development as it is today. So there's a lot of improvement since the Federal Capital Territory came to Abuja. And Karu has improved a lot. We have a private primary specialist hospital in Karu, a lot of development. There was no culture. Today you can see that the road from Nyanya to Karshi is already tarred. It's even dualized. It was ordinary path, motor path, but today it is dualized and it is tarred.
Abuja Municipal Area Council is responsible for the development of infrastructure in Karu village, while the Sakaruyi is a traditional ruler of Karu village and is recognized as a traditional authority, responsible for settling conflicts, keeping records of the area's history, among other responsibilities.
This is the ever-busy Nyanya-Kefi Expressway that connects Karu village to the Federal Capital Territory.
Up next, Laura takes us to Ushafa, a village in Wari Area Council, which is located in the outskirts of the city. Now, this village is still widely known for pottery, in spite of urbanization in and around the city.
When the Federal Capital Territory was moved to Abuja from Lagos on February 3, 1976, the need to provide infrastructure became a serious challenge for the FCT authorities. With time, Abuja started expanding. Apart from the central area, there are suburbs and emerging communities within Abuja, which Ushafa is one of them. A walk around the community reveals how developed this community has become. They have received tremendous development because of its ties to the FCT.
Although we have benefited from the coming of the FCT, we need more in terms of more hospitals and schools. We have good water supply that supplies the populace. The presence of people in the community has also helped in boosting economic activities in the area. We also have good roads, even though we need more. The fact remains that the people of Ushafa village are happy with the coming of the FCT.
Government area for this Ushafa. Accommodation is free. If you like, you come and stay. If you don't like, you leave it. You come and buy land and build.
The ancient village of Ushafa lies in the Buari Area Council, which is located in the northern part of the FCT. Ushafa village is also called Bill Clinton village. It came to the limelight when former American President Bill Clinton paid a historic visit to the center. Ushafa is a small settlement located in the midst of a beautiful array of interlocking hills surrounded by lush green vegetation. It is about 45 kilometers from the city center. It has a pottery center. The inhabitants of Ushafa village are Bagi by tribe, whose major occupation is farming and are also known for their crafts, which includes pot making. This is one craft which they have kept for ages, and it still thrives. The local pot making in the community gained prominence with the sighting of the Ushafa pottery. Despite modernization, the traditional pot making craft did not die. Rather, it exists side by side the modern ceramic production, which Ushafa pottery is known for. So one can say conveniently that the coming of the FCT has only influenced the original pot-making culture of the people for the better. The food production of the Ushafa people has really helped a lot in the FCT. It has also helped in providing farm produce in the entire territory. The agricultural produce have helped in boosting the economic base of the locality because of the patronage from Abuja as a whole. It has contributed a lot to the growth of Buari Area Council. It is assumed that the population of the people residing in Ushafa community is increasing daily. Before the advent of the FCT, they have traditional mud roads, but today modernization has taken over. They have well-built roads that connect them to the FCT and other neighboring villages. The electricity supply has also improved due to the influence of the FCT, occasioned by people's migration to the community.
It couldn't have been better without moving the Federal Capital Territory to Abuja. Former American President Bill Clinton visited Ushafa because of Abuja, not because of Ushafa on its own. That is the dividend of citing the FCT in Abuja. Despite the fact that urbanization has taken some of their farmlands, like the one used in constructing roads, building hospitals and other amenities, the people felt better because it was what they sacrificed.
As for our news, we are always on top of the situation. We serve it hot, fresh and reliable. Current issues are handled with great caution and maturity.
First to be inaugurated by President Muhammadu Buhari is 250-bed capacity ultra-modern specialist hospital, Giginyu, named after him.
This hospital, the first of its kind in the region, is a true reflection of what a pro-people government is all about.
UN Political Affairs Chief has begun a rare 4-day visit to Pyongyang.
If it is not on NTA International, then it is not happening anyway. Be our guest as we take you on a journey of information, entertainment and education.
We cannot call it a day without bringing you the sights as captured in the seat of power, Abuja.
The only one I ever see with a smile so bright.
You will be glad you did. We are on DSTV channel 251. Watch out.
NTA International News, Africa as it is.
A program that showcases Nigeria in all its entirety and of course what makes us tick as Nigerians.
Maitama and Asokoro are in phase 1 area of Abuja city planning, which is divided into 10 districts.
On the left-hand side of our driving is Asokoro district, while the right-hand side is the Maitama district.
The Abuja Airport Road is located about 40 kilometers from the city center.
You need to stay with us to find out more. My name is Ijeoma Okoronko, and of course my co-host is right here.
Yes. My name is Nasiru. Umar. You are welcome. Madala is another rural community around Abuja which accommodates the famous Zuma Rock. Now, Umar tells us how much the culture of the people has been affected by civilization.
Madala is a town located in Niger State. People moving from the northern part along Zuba Expressway must pass by Madala to Abuja. Madala is a town that bids you by from Niger State and ushers you into Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. Madala is popularly known because it hosts a mysterious Zuma rock, a regolith located by the road, close to Zuba. The location of Madala by the expressway and its closeness to Zuba, a major town in the FCT, gives Madala a cheap publicity. According to history, the town was named Madala after a king at the close of slave trade.
Nje wodida ho wo bugba vuvu achiga Madala anya wemen shokola gawo to daga mbo sai ala ye atu ebi ho ayo ga Madala to ala osiye nwotin atu owe nje hare ya nya yi Madala na nga Madala.
Madala was originally a pure Gbagi settlement, which was well defined by its agrarian nature. More also, the people of this place had skills in making and weaving local materials such as sleeping mats, hand fan, winnower, as well as local curtain and door blind. The women also were known by carrying their load on their shoulders and by grinding their powder locally on a big stove to make their food. However, civilization, facilitated by the relocation of the Federal Capital Territory to Abuja, resulted in the socio-cultural relations between the local people and the migrants into the newly created Federal Capital Territory. As a result, a significant part of the local cultural practices has been submerged.
Lele abo mwabelo amang chieri daga mba me okonu nje musama nje abwat nutno hashara ya abwat nutna bayan ajin da in haya atejin bala anya lulu da sauransu duka haye ba ta yi lan tukwai tugana a nasara ku bayin bayan adabajan mace to ade yi ba nu ko da ya zanga ba ci gaba ba shi haye ku je azate lo baba su ba ko balanta na bugba ba da ba nga ba je su ko a psagbe da bayin haye lai ba jin bayan lo in ya zuga amma ai ba te jin lo mo amma haye ha bala ka tafi lan tu awa ma yawa kuma ba ko ku fa na haye da ku ye ko na zugo sa pai ma ku ye azugo ta gwa yin ko ye ba ba jin ba gwa sai.
Although there have been significant change in the socio-cultural practices of the local people on one hand, there has been a gain in the provision of social amenities to the locals on the other hand. People who could move a long distance on narrow paths along bushes suddenly witnessed the construction of the motorable roads that opened the paths. There is no doubt that modernization facilitated by the relocation of federal capital to Abuja has offered a better life. Besides, the need for conscious efforts geared towards the preservation of the socio-cultural practices of the people cannot be overemphasized.
A program that showcases Nigeria in all its entirety and of course what makes us tick as Nigerians.
Maitama and Asokoro are in phase 1 area of Abuja city planning, which is divided into 10 districts.
On the left-hand side of our driving is Asokoro district, while the right-hand side is the Maitama district.
The Abuja Airport Road is located about 40 kilometers from the city center.
You need to stay with us to find out more. My name is Ijeoma Okoronko and of course my co-host is right here.
Yes. My name is Nasiru. Umar. You are welcome.
Alright, Nasiru, so it's been an interesting journey around Abuja and discovering that these villages are still true to their values.
Yeah.
Well, that's how much we can take today.
Thank you for being a part of the program. See you again next time.